What is going on? Welcome to episode 150 of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64 Josh. On this NPC Mini, we do have a Player 2 tonight. That Player 2 is none other than Super Nintendad, Mr. Slammin' Dadbod, Get Wrecked Becker. Welcome, my friend.
Hey, thanks for the intro. Quite an intro, I must say.
Yeah. So if you guys want to find him anywhere online, that's how you do it. So
yeah, any of those.
Yeah, well, before we get started, that music you just heard is from On Being Human. You can check them out on Spotify and YouTube. Remember, this is an unofficial Nintendo podcast. And if you'd like to get yourself a free book from Audible, go to audibletrial.com/NPC. There you pick up something awesome like Console Wars, which we're going to be talking about a little bit later on. The chair I'm sitting in that gets me through all my podcasts. And soon I will have a desk from these guys. OP Seat. Guys, go to n64josh.com/OP Seat to automatically save $10 at checkout. You won't regret it. They're awesome chairs. I love them. I also have a Patreon. If you want to get yourself an extra podcast, it's kind of a Q&A thing. You ask me the questions, I give you the answers. It's patreon.com/N64Josh. For just $1, that gets you that extra show. So there's other tiers available as well. I think we're going to get to our announcements, All right?
Hey, listen.
Okay, we'll listen. We do this show live Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern. And Thursdays, 4:30 p.m., 7:30 Eastern. Twitch.tv/N64Josh. Come hang out. Speaking of Twitch, guys, I'm streaming minimum 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Mondays through Thursdays, I start at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We go for about 3 hours. Fridays, we spend a good chunk of the day streaming. Starting at 6 a.m. doing first looks where we check out brand new games. This week is going to be R-Type and Coffee Crisis and 99 Videos. Did you see this one, Super Nintendo? This 99 Videos game?
Yeah, I did. I played the demo. I did not like it, and I deleted it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. They sent me a code, so we're gonna check it out and see how it goes. So
yeah,
and then
maybe you'll like it.
Yeah. And then you sent me. I got to get a hold of the guys from Horizon Chase Turbo.
Yeah, Horizon Chase Turbo, which is a game I've been playing.
Okay. All right. Cool. So we might look at that as well. So with that, let's spend a little time talking about Horizon Chase Turbo. Mm-hmm. All right. So give us the lowdown, man. You've been this is like the Outrun predecessor,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. It basically it seems like every race you start at the back of the pack, and then you have like either 3 to 4 laps to get in the first place, and you just got to pick up gas and nitrous on the way, and get up to the number 1 spot. And it is really good. It looks really good, controls really well, and I like the art style.
Right on, man. Right on. Well, hopefully we'll be checking that one out because I would like to. I'd like to get my hands on it.
Did you play Outrun back in the day?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course. Somebody else was saying it was very similar to like the cruising games on the 64.
Yeah. It feels like that too. Okay. Like I could see, if you were like, oh, this is a new cruising game, I'd be like, oh, okay. I could sort of see it.
Okay. A little more arcadey feel than cruising, maybe?
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's real arcadey, kind of like Outrun.
Got you. Wasn't Outrun the one where if you flipped your car, your blonde girlfriend would fall out and then get back up and get in and she was fine?
Yeah, they were fine. Yeah.
That's like the most horrific accident in the history of accidents, and they're like, "No, we're good. You just got thrown out of a convertible. Nah, we're fine. Don't worry about it." How are you alive?
There's no drivers, but if you hit like a sign or a tree, your car like does a bunch, like it does a barrel roll. It does a barrel roll, and and when it lands, it just keeps going like nothing ever happened.
Got you. All right, well, cool. Well, thanks for the heads up on that one. I think with that, we're going to jump into the news. I am not going to lie. Literally the best news of the year from Nintendo came out last night. Mr. Get Wrecked Becker, do you know what that is? Can you guess?
They're releasing a D-pad for the Joy-Cons. No, no. Is this the YouTube news?
Yes, it's the YouTube
Yes.
news. Nintendo is shutting down the creator program in December. Finally, the Switch has made them enough money that they don't need other people to help make up for the Wii U shortcomings, and YouTubers can get all that bread, because Mama got to get paid, right?
Mom got to get paid, yeah. Because before, what was it like? Like 40%?
Dude,
would
it
go
was
to
like
them,
40% of a
something like that?
penny.
40% of 70, right? Because you'd only get 70 from YouTube, and then they were taking an extra 40 off of that, and then giving you like 30% out of the 70. I think something like that.
Yeah, just bad.
Yeah, people were like getting like checked, like, oh, we just deposited 3 cents into your account.
Dude, I got that on a regular basis. Like Nintendo, You've just been paid from Nintendo. I was like, this is so exciting. 1 penny. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. That took me 3 months to earn that.
Yeah, it probably cost them more to send it to you than send that
No.
email.
Exactly. So in December, this is going away. Why is this such good news for me and just Nintendo content creators in general? Right now, if you put out any kind of video, like I played through my Super Mario 64, every time I uploaded that to YouTube, I got a copyright strike. And because my channel has not had enough views over the last year or not enough time watched, I can't monetize anyway, so it didn't really matter. But prior to that, you could just put up your videos and then you could make your ad revenue. So if you had something that got like, a lot of views, you could make a little money off of that video, because sometimes you just never know what's going to get thrown into the algorithm and what's not, But all of your Nintendo stuff, you were guaranteed to get a copyright strike. Now, that's not like a really bad thing. It just meant you were not monetizing. Unless you were part of the creator program, then you'd have to go in and they would approve the video. It was really just a big headache. And so what a lot of people would do is like make sure there was no Nintendo music, make sure that there was very just short clips so that it wouldn't get snagged by Nintendo. What it means now is like, I put out a video last night, 5 tips for beginners getting into Smash Bros. Ultimate. All I did was talk over gameplay, and that's really nice and convenient, and it helps. Like, I can put out videos much faster doing that. But when it came to Nintendo, I couldn't do it. So I'd have to set up my camera, be in front of the camera, that kind of stuff. I'll still do those videos from time to time, but it's actually going to save me a lot of time being able to use gameplay, talk over gameplay, doing first looks and things like that. It's just a win-win. And for the amount of Smash content that I am hoping to put out, this is huge. This is huge for me. So really, really, really stoked. And Chris, were you in the program?
I was, but then they switched it so you couldn't, like, I didn't have enough. Most of my videos didn't get enough to get anything from Nintendo.
Got you. Yeah. So just kind of a headache. Thankfully, it is gone. That's really good.
And it's
news.
what, the 6th, right? The day before Smash comes out, right?
Oh,
That one it ends.
I didn't even see the exact date. I have a couple of different emails from him because I was
right. But yeah, I think it is the day before Smash Brothers comes out. So next Thursday.
Love it. Okay. Well, next up, Sakurai was not showing favorites when he chose Kirby to be the lone survivor in the World of Light. Okay. So here's a quote from Sakurai. It says, we needed a solid, convincing reason for why said character could outrun Galen. All fighters possessing normal abilities were immediately disqualified. Given that its assault enveloped the ends of the galaxy, only a vehicle that could defy the laws of physics would work. Even a short distance teleportation wouldn't be enough. Some of you may have forgotten, but Kirby's Warp Star has been able to, warp since his very first game. That alone made him a pretty solid contender. The only other two fighters that could have survived would have been Bayonetta and Palutena. That said, Bayonetta's enemies from Purgatorio, a hellish otherworld, were turned into spirits, so it wouldn't have made sense for her to escape. Other divine beings like Hades were also turned into spirits, so there was no way Palutena could have survived too. So there you go. The Warp Star was the reason Kirby made it. Does that make you happy?
That makes me happy because I thought he just picked Kirby because he loves Kirby. It's his favorite child.
That's what everybody thought. It was his favorite child.
Well, I mean, it still is, but
we don't have to tell anybody though.
Yeah,
we don't have to tell anybody. So,
it was probably his idea to make the star warp back in the day. So now he's like, ever since the beginning, he could warp with the star.
If a green pipe had showed up for Mario, he might have been able, or whistle even. He could have whistled his way on out of there.
Only he had his cape.
If he had a P-wing, that's all he would have needed was a P-wing.
Right, yeah. That's true.
You just see him floating like a raccoon. Just. So, if you are a fan of racing games, I have some good news for you. Ooh. Grid Autosport is coming to the Switch, and I got to tell you, from what I've seen, it looks really good. Now, I have played a little bit of Grid back on the Xbox 360. It's very solid racing games. Kind of. I don't know if you guys remember back on the Xbox, the Project Gotham games. Kind of felt like those games, kind of like the Need for Speed, kind of arcadey, not as realistic as like Forza or Gran Turismo, that kind of thing, but solid racing games, and it looks good on the Switch. Now, obviously, this is marketing material. They're not going to make something look too terrible, but as we've recently seen with like Warframe, things like that, the other game, and there's a sequel coming out, but the name escapes me right now. It just slipped my mind. Gear Club Unlimited is the other one. It's actually a pretty solid racer. That's a lot more like a racing simulation. So, couple of solid racers, and we know Gear Club 2 is also coming out. I think it's coming out within the next week. So, if you're a fan of racing games, a lot to look forward to.
Grid come out?
Grid is 2019. It doesn't have a set date yet. So, and I don't know. I don't even know if they showed who's working on the port, if it's Panic Button or, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think they said who was working on it.
It looks good though. It looks real good.
Yeah. Usually the racing games always look good.
They seem, yeah. If you get them up to 60 frames a second and everything, it really, really helps,
Right. Like Forza Horizon on the Xbox, that looks really good. Like even back in the day, like the racing games like on the N64 would look really good too.
If you guys want to go ahead and tweet at him, it's at Super Nintendo still? Is that?
Yo, what was the name of that game? The Beetle Racing?
Beetle Racing.
Yeah. Check that game out. Get the expansion pack in there.
I have that. I picked that game up at like a yard sale. I've never played it though.
Well, you can stream it.
Yeah, we better.
I mean, it's no shock that you didn't ever played it.
No shock.
Yeah, no one was surprised by that.
You know what was surprising? Finding out that Legendary Entertainment is making a television series of Console Wars. Now, I was under the impression, I had heard rumors that like Seth Rogen was working on a movie based on this book, but apparently that's not happening. So Legendary Entertainment has secured the rights and is going to be putting out a television series based on Console Wars, which is the book I usually recommend for Audible. It's so good.
I believe he is still producing this though.
Is he? Okay. I was reading through the articles I could find, and I wasn't seeing his name. So that's good to know that he's still, because that dude's a gamer. Like,
Yeah.
he's a gamer for sure. So it's good to he grew up through the Console Wars, right? Like kind of like
Right,
we did.
yeah.
So
So he would have been there.
yeah. Yeah, so that's good stuff. I'm really excited for that. Like, the sooner that gets done, the better, because I really want to. That's something I'll sit through. You know, the book's amazing, so check it out for sure. Lastly, and I was gonna grab a tweet from Liam Roberts, I believe, for this one, but Nintendo denies the Skyward Sword HD remake. Big shocker, right? Huge.
Yeah, really.
Huge
Yeah.
shocker, right? They've also denied.
They've never denied anything before that ended up coming out.
Right. Same as the Nintendo Classic, Nintendo 64 Classic or Mini or whatever. They've said no. And Anuma, I believe, who has basically leaked this, if it is truly a leak, grain of salt, you guys understand. Apparently this isn't the first time. He had something to do with mentioning Majora's Mask, or I believe before. Well, I think it was Majora's Mask before Link Between Worlds came out.
Oh, really?
I think it's what it was. I don't have the tweet up in front of me because I couldn't find it again, but something along those lines. So who knows? History may repeat itself here if you know, it could be the case. So
Yeah.
we really don't know at this point. I mean, we talked about it a little bit on last episode. Would you jump back into Skyward Sword? Was it one that you enjoyed?
I would, yeah, I'd play it again. The problem would be is that would probably if they require the not online, the motion controls. I don't know where I was going with that. If they required the motion controls, because I really did not like the motion controls at first with that game.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up liking them more as I went on, but playing it for long periods of time, it wasn't my favorite Zelda.
Got you. Yeah, I'm probably 3/4 of the way through it. I streamed that one, and I gotta say the controls actually grew on me after a while. It's just annoying to stream with motion controls.
Yeah,
because you try not to hit your microphone and everything. So, you know.
Oh man, yeah. So it would be interesting to see what they do, because I mean, obviously they could have the same style of controls with the two Joy-Cons, but normally they have multiple different options to play it. Like even Pokemon Let's Go, they got the handheld mode. So, I mean, I wonder if they'll do something similar.
I think that's our saving grace, honestly. I think our saving grace
mode?
is handheld mode, because I think if Nintendo's going to put out a Zelda game, they will give us the options. That's what I'm thinking. Unless they're going to try to sell a Master Sword peripheral like the Pokeball, in which case then no, probably not. You're going to have to hold that thing.
What are they going to have, a little sword?
And shield, yeah. You got to have a shield too, you know.
Oh yeah. Jeez, that would be really small. I don't know why, but I just imagined it being like, you know, like Fraggle Rock. You ever see Fraggle Rock? Just,
yeah.
They're just like really small, and you'd be like picking them up. Like, all right, well, I paid $150 for this sword and shield. Let's do it.
Let's go for it.
Wait, hold on. I got to get my strap on first.
Yeah, right. Don't throw it at the screen.
Yeah, you just the sword stuck in the screen.
Oh,
There's
dude.
a picture of that the first day.
There were Wii remotes stuck in plenty of sheetrock when that system first came out, man. That was no joke. No joke. Yeah. So, all right. Well, hey, let's get to our North American download for the week of November 29th.
Ooh.
Here we go!
All right, so first up, Tuesday, December 4th, we got Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. I've been seeing some hype around this game. Have you seen anything about it?
Yeah, I just saw some people playing it. What was the name of the other one that came out?
Wonder Boy, right?
Yeah, Wonder Boy. Yeah, and this is just like the sequel, right? And it looks really good, and I can't wait to play it.
Yeah.
It's just there's not enough time in the days.
There's not, dude. There's so many games. There's so many games. So this
Yeah.
this is our retail list right here. Okay. So asterisks and obliques, I guess. I don't even know what this game is.
Yeah, I think it's a game a game that was real popular in Australia. I think, right?
More than 10 years following their last appearance on
Yeah.
games consoles and PC. Yeah, this is the sequel. This is XXL2. It is a superb blend of action and adventure for all ages, with a winning combination of comedy and brawling. So, I've never even heard of it, but that's out today.
Yeah, it came out today. Yeah.
Also Tuesday, Gear Club Unlimited 2. I talked about that one. This is going to have over 1,800 miles of races, more than 250 over the course of over 250 races. So let's see. Yeah, that's crazy. You're gonna have championships, missions, and challenges. So, and again, that the first one surprised me. It was a GameStop exclusive too. I'm not sure. I think that eventually ended, but
Which one was the GameStop exclusive?
Gear Club Unlimited.
Oh, okay, the physical version, right?
Yeah, yeah. And if you want to check that game out without paying any money, it is available for free on iOS and probably Android as well. So,
I believe so. Yeah, I think it's on Android too.
yeah. So next up, this is the game you've all been waiting for. Professional Farmer Nintendo Switch Edition.
Oh.
So,
Don't knock it till you try it.
I guess not. Well, I'm just gonna skip that one. So, and lastly, lastly on Tuesday is the Toki Collector's Edition. The cult action platform game originally released on arcade machines in 1989. So, featuring all new hand-drawn graphics and reorchestrated musics. So, Delmonic from chat says, not sure about Professional Farmer, but farming simulator games are actually really fun. They kind of look like it, driving around the equipment, and I'm like, can you drive through houses and stuff? Because,
Right, yeah.
that sounds fun. Wow.
Wait, hold on. Farming game and what did you say? Can you drive through houses?
Well, I was just wondering.
Just wondering. What if I drive this plow right through the house?
See, you get me. You get me. You get me.
Yeah. Just want to check it out.
Yeah, just check it out. Just check it out. So, okay. Well, a lot of stuff coming out. Guys, I'm going to kind of just burn through this stuff that's on the eShop here. We have Super Brothers Sword and Sorcery EP, Abzu, Neo Geo King of the Monsters 2. I picked up King of the Monsters 1. I love that game. 2 is just as good.
Yes.
Akihabara, the Feel the Rhythm remixed. If you know of any of these ones that are good, you just go ahead and stop me, okay?
Sword and Sorcery then.
Okay.
Go back to the first one you read.
Yeah.
That was originally released on like iOS.
Okay.
It's made by the same people. Why can't I think of their names?
Capybara Games.
Yeah, Capybara Games. Yeah,
Okay.
that they make some good games, and they're I believe they made this and they helped make this one, and yeah, it's really good. I like it, and you should check it out. It's $9.99. It comes out tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Animal Hunter Z. Cattails. Both these are out today.
Cattails is like Don't worry, I won't stop you for every game. But Cattails is like Stardew Valley, but with your cat and everyone else's cats. You're just talking to
Oh,
cats.
was this the one that they showcased on the Direct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, he plays a feral
Yeah.
cat that roams an expansive wilderness. Sounds amazing.
Yeah. It's a unique animal simulation RPG.
With RPG elements, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, it'll be Kirby's Game of the Year, Mel's Game of the Year.
Probably. Next up, we have Coffee Crisis, which I'll be checking out tomorrow. And then out today was Crimson Keep. Looks like an action RPG adventure for $19.99. Demetrios, The Big Cynical Adventure. Dexterity Trip, looks like. Energy Cycle Edge. Escape Dude Land. Jelly Break. Genos, I don't know. Some of these names are crazy.
I don't even know. Oh, are you reading the list? I was like looking. You're reading this list as I'm looking at the eShop, and then I remembered you sent me notes.
Right. So Genso Kaio Defenders is the name here. Harvest Life. I Am the Hero. These are all out either today or tomorrow. Marinian, Tavern Story, Patty and the Hungry Marinian, I think maybe is what it is. Mordheim, Warband Skirmish. There's so many of these games. Like, it's like you kind of just have to pick a few and hope you pick a good one, Nyari,
Right,
the
yeah.
Tower of Shirin. Okunoka. It's a super hard platforming game. So there you go. Rock Boscher's DX Director's Cut. And she says, and it's going to be something I play. Screen Cheat Unplugged. This one looks kind of cool. Split screen shooter where everyone is invisible. So you have to screen cheat. I like it.
Yeah, that one was out on, I think it was Steam Early Access originally, and the thing that sucks about it is it's local only, so you won't be able to play it online. But just the idea of running around in a first-person shooter, you can't see each other, but so you just have to kind of see where they're at based on, like you said, looking at their screen.
Interesting. Secret Files Tunguska.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just
I don't
trying to hype it up a little.
It doesn't even say the type of game it is, but it takes place in 1908. So,
Yeah.
Stardust Galaxy Warriors Stellar Climax is an engaging 1 to 4 player couch co-op action shooter game, combining shmup and brawler-like gameplay with light RPG elements. They had to get it in there.
Well, they just really gotta lay it out there.
So this is a brawling first-person shooter, platform fighter. Okay, we'll just keep it going here. And then lastly,
Roguelike, probably.
the first tree. Oh, roguelite. Yeah, they got to get that in there. The first tree. Okay, so there you go. There's our games for the week of November.
Did you already say Abzu? Did I miss that?
Yeah, we did. That was the second one.
Yeah, Abzu. That's really good too.
It is okay.
Yeah. So, it's made by some of the same people that did Journey, and it's just like a really pretty looking, like whimsical adventure type game where you're swimming through the water. You can like grab on the dolphins and they can just take you along. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Sounds
19,
very
1999. Yeah,
very
I know.
nice. Very nice. Is there any shooting or does
Some
anything
RPG
explode?
elements.
No shooting.
No.
Kirby
shooting.
Geek says, "Is it better than being a cat, though?" That's the question. I mean, maybe it's a cat riding a dolphin. That's
true.
The best of both worlds with RPG elements. So
Maybe they'll have one of the cats from Nintendogs Plus Cats as one of the DLC characters in Smash. That's
oh man. So, okay. Well, now we're gonna get to our sales. Hey, guys, will you look at this? I think it's calmed down a little bit. There's only...
Uh,
Well, nope, I keep having to press the button. It looks like there's only 83 games instead of 210.
oh, well.
Okay.
Did you read all 210 of those
I did.
games?
Yeah, I did.
What?
Don't judge me. Don't.
Yeah, no judgment.
Don't judge me. So, okay, here we go. Here we go. Everspace, which this game looks super cool to me.
Yes,
Its
it does.
pre-release is $31.99. So that's not a small chunk of change.
No.
Fingers crossed it's good, but it's like $8 off. So, okay. Guacamelee 2, you got coming out December 10th, $17.99. Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek coming out December 7th, $26.99. This is December 5th, Energy Cycle Edge for $4.24. And Rock Boscher's DX Director's Cut December 1st, $6.29. All right. I believe that is it for pre-releases. Oh, we got Escape Dudeland, which is tomorrow, and Okuno Ka. That's also tomorrow. Looks like everything else is out. Okay, so Animal Hunter Z is on sale. Crimson Keep. R-Type Dimensions EX is $11.99. That's what I got it for. It's 2 R-Type games. So if you like side-scrolling shooters from back in the day, don't miss this one. Like, you guys know me. Like, I love having classic arcade games, and these are actual arcade ROMs. So again, that gets me pretty hyped. So here we go. Gem Cache, Waku Waku Sweets, Turnum EX, Fly O'Clock, Pinstripe, Startide, Suicide Guy Sleeping Deeply, Siberia 3, Big Buck Hunter Arcade, Rapella Fishing Pro Series. I know Super Nintendo is probably going to stop me on these two because he's a big fan of the Big Buck Hunter Arcade, right?
Yeah, I am. I was just going to let you keep going because I didn't want to. I mean, it's like every time I'm on here, all I do is about the Big Buck games.
You
And
just
I
can't
thought
stop.
I'd give it a break.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Just
So
fine.
next up we
Very
have Joggernauts, Goosebumps the game, Dokuro,
Ooh,
Velocity, 2X looks like.
that's a really good game, actually.
Is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's $9.99 right now. Let's see. The Mahjong Huntress, Time Carnage, which has dinosaurs on it, so I'm not real sure, but that piques my interest. Moonfall Ultimate, $9.09. Son of a Witch, Freedom Planet,
Oh,
Earthworms,
that's fun to say.
Space Ribbon, Behind the Screen, Detective Gallo, Next Up Hero, Final Light the Prison, Spheroids, VSR, Void Space Racing, 99 cents. That's probably a price worth checking that game out for, 99 cents. See if you like it. There's a chance. Another World, The Wardrobe, Survive, Mr.
Oh,
Cube.
Another World is one of the best games. One of my favorite games of all time.
For real? Like you're not messing
Yeah.
around?
No, I mean it.
Is
yeah.
it above
was
Big
it
Buck
came
Hunter
out-
or below it?
Yeah, definitely above it.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you have that Big Buck Hunter tattoo, so I didn't think any game was...
Well, not everyone knows about that Big Buck Hunter tattoo. You know what I mean?
Well, they do now. Whoopsie.
Yeah. Woo-hoo.
All right.
Check
Flashback.
my TikTok if you want to see that.
Your TikTok. Flashback is on sale. Soccer Slammers.
Flashback's another great game.
Okay, don't miss that.
Flashback and Out of This World. They, if you were to play those games, you could see like that. Those two games were the inspiration for the people Play Dead, who makes Inside.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of they kind of play like Inside.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, we got Yesterday's Origins, Mecha Storm, Boabab's Mausoleum, Dead Fun Pack, Penguins and Aliens Strike Again, Super Chariot, The Way Remastered, check that one out. Rogue Aces $6.49, also check that one out, pretty fun. And Rogue Aces is one that you can kind of pick up and play for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then be done with it. Not like done, but like, you know what I'm saying. Like you can just get little bite-sized play sessions in. Sally's Law, Summer, Shadowbug, Kikido Kintaro's Revenge, Neon Wall is 99 cents. Totes the Goat, $2.49. Dragon Sinker, Superola and the Lost Burgers. I feel like that game's on here every time. Legacy of Fear, Zeo Drifter, Mad Carnage, Inner Space, Pick-a-Pix Deluxe, Tactical Mind, Woodland Tree Adventure, Mutant Muds Collection, $7.49. Check that one out. Human Fall Flat, I hear good things about, $7.49. 9 Parchments, also hear good things about, $5.99 down from $19.99. Star Ghost, Siberia 2, Gear Club Unlimited. Hey, we talked about it a bunch. It's $22.49. It's half price right now, so that's worth that price. There's a lot of content there, and what's nice the way they did it. Like the other game is free to play, right? So you gotta buy upgrades, things like that. No, you can earn them in this one. So, and you can in the free to play as well, but it takes an awfully long time. Xenoraid, Cartoon Network Battle Crashers, Monster Jam Crush It, Siberia, Judge, Volgar the Viking is $4.49. That's a pretty fun one. Brave Dungeon and Dark Witch Story Combat. Inversus Deluxe. Don't miss Inversus. Go check it out. Semi-Spheres, Death Squared, which I've heard good things about, and Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap, which is also a decent game from what I have heard, is $9.99. So that is our sales for this week on the Nintendo Switch. And that is also going to be our show. Super Nintendad, Slammin' Dad Bod, where can people find you?
You can find me at my house. If I'm there, I'm probably at work. You can also find me...
Wait, are we changing your name to Slammin' Dad Joke? Is that what's happening now?
Slammin' Dad Bod. Yeah, you can find me, at Wawa. If there's a Wawa nearby, I'm probably stopping by for some chips and nachos.
Or chocolate-covered pretzels, right?
Yeah, chocolate-covered pretzels. Yeah, those are good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good. I'll tell you. I went and got iced coffee from over there before the show, and let me tell you, they didn't have the normal brand that I get, so I had to get a substitute. It was terrible, but I managed.
You managed? That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I made it through alive.
When you're not at all those places, where are you at online?
Oh, okay, yeah. So when I'm online, probably find me on Super Nintendad on Twitter, Twitch, and pretty much everywhere else except for Instagram. I'm Slammin' Dad Bod. Yeah, that's what about you? Where can we find you?
Yeah, you're going to find me on Twitter at N64Josh, same as Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all the places. It's N64Josh. Guys, you can expect to see more content on YouTube. It's youtube.com/N64Josh. Streaming more often. Come hang out. We'd love to have you. You can follow this show at NPowercast. The show notes for this episode will be available at n64josh.com/NPC150 once I get the website back up, because apparently it has crashed, unfortunately. And you can email us, npc@n64josh.com. And remember, you want to get yourself a free book from Audible, like Console Wars, go to audibletrial.com/NPC. The chair I'm sitting in from OP Seat, go to n64josh.com/OP Seat to automatically save $10 at checkout. And, guys, Patreon. Patreon.com/N64Josh. For just $1, get yourself an extra podcast. I do want to let you guys know, because I gave the wrong coupon code last week. We got shirts. I got all kinds of merchandise. If you go to n64josh.com/store and you use coupon code NPCFAM, you'll save 15%. So go check it out. There's all kinds of good stuff there. And come join the Discord. We'd love to have you. n64josh.com/Discord. We have a Facebook group as well, n64josh.com/Facebook group. And lastly, if you can rate and review on iTunes, I'd greatly appreciate it. I want to say thank you to everybody that's here in the chat. Thank you guys for listening in your cars while you're working out or on YouTube. You guys are the best, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.